Hey guys, welcome to this series. This is going to be a two-part series here on goals. Now, there's a lot of information, so I had to split it up into two parts just so I don't overwhelm you too much. But it is super, super important. And having goals will literally change the course of your life. It will change how you proceed and do everything. And it will additionally change and solidify, if done right, the legacy that you leave. The reality is, guys, that everybody's going to leave a legacy. It's simply a question of what kind of legacy you want to leave. So, having that in mind, what are goals and why do you need them? That's a big part of answering those questions. So, goals are essentially a destination. Now, goals help us understand where we're going, what we're working, and what we're spending our energy towards. And why you need them? Well, that's very simple because it's like a trip. If you're taking a trip and you don't know where you're going, you don't have a destination to put into the map or the GPS, then how are you ever going to get there? Much less, how are you going to know if you ever arrived? You can't because you're just going to be kind of driving aimlessly, hoping that eventually someday maybe you arrive. So that's why you need goals because they will help us put together a roadmap of steps that will direct us and help guide us towards our eventual destination and that goal. Now, again, guys, if you aim at nothing, you will hit it every single time. I guarantee it. I know that seems a little bit hard, but I can guarantee you 100% that if you aim at nothing, you're going to hit it. It's not that hard to do. And that is the reason that I think a lot of people don't take the step and don't take the time to clarify their goals and understand truly what it is that they're trying to accomplish and where they're trying to go. It's much easier to aim at nothing, and then you don't have the disappointment of missing the target because you will hit it every single time. Now, when I say a goal is just a dream with a deadline. Now, a goal could be many different things. It's either something you want to be, like a person you want to become, something you want to do, like an experience, or maybe it's a possession or something you want to have. You want to have a certain lifestyle. You want a different car. You want a maybe a bigger or a second home. Maybe it's you want a better relationship with your spouse. You want a better relationship with your kids. You want to be a better boss. Whatever it is, you can become a person that can do and have those things, whatever that is for you. Now, my dreams and my goals are going to be very different than your dreams and your goals. And that's okay, because that's what makes them so great. And what makes them special is that they are unique to you. And this is the other thing, guys, is that goals aren't limited to any particular area of life. Now, I would say that even beyond that, goals shouldn't be limited and should be in every single area of your life. Now, if you don't have goals in the physical, the family, the mental, the financial, the spiritual, the career, and the personal, then I would challenge you to go through and continue with this video because we're going to show you specifically the technique for how to set goals. And once you understand the technique, then you can go through and you can set goals in any one of these areas that you want. For me, I have a lot of emphasis on personal and family. I've also put a lot of emphasis on my physical lately, my physical health, getting myself back to physical fitness, a healthy weight. Just lots of things like that, guys, that you can focus on simultaneously, and maybe they're connected, maybe they're not. But the point is that you're going to have goals in every single area, and maybe you're not working on every goal all the time, but it's important that we do have an understanding of where we're at in each of these areas and where we want to go in each of these areas so we can be actively working on them over time. And this was a little bit of a shocking statistic to me. I'm not going to lie. The first time I saw this, I was like, really? That can't be right. But sure enough, only 3% of the population have clearly defined their objectives in life. Now, 3% is a very small number, but to correlate that to money, because everybody understands money, right? 3%, if you were one of the top 3%, maybe you're just like very top, you're not even the top 1%. You're like, you're up here in the top 3% of earners. That would put you making $500,000 a year in salary. So that is a big number, guys. I don't know about you, but I would be very comfortable, very happy if I made $500,000 a year consistently. And I don't think it's too far of a stretch to assume that the people that are making that kind of money and living that kind of lifestyle probably took a little bit of an initiative to get themselves there. And that is my encouragement to you guys, is that if you have not considered this, maybe you don't feel like you need goals, even if it's not for financial reasons, even if you're perfectly happy and comfortable financially, then look at all the other areas of your life. What is that financial success costing you, if anything? Maybe it's throwing out of balance in all the other areas, and you need to work on that wheel, getting your personal, your family, your physical. If you have $1 million a year salary, but it's taking a toll on your health and causing you to have ulcers and you're going to die young, then what's really the point? It's not worth it because you can't take it with you. So it's about having success, it's about having clarity, but it's also about having balance. And that's a beautiful thing about this system. And when I say this system, I'm talking about the performance planner. The Ziglar Performance Planner is a system that I use. That's where I'm pulling most of this information from. And that is going to be my recommendation to you guys. If you want to jump right into step one, which I'm coming in the next video, go ahead and order this. Just Google Ziglar Performance Planner. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it through the Ziglar store on their website. But if you don't want to, that's perfectly all right. Just having an understanding of how to set and how to clarify your goals will put you hugely forward and put you a huge step towards actually accomplishing the things that you want to accomplish, that you are your goals as opposed to goals that somebody else has put on you or goals that you picked up along the way. That's a beautiful thing about this system is you will have a crystal clear idea of what you're doing, why you're doing it, and you will understand what you need to do to become the person that can be, do, and have the things that you want to have. So I'm going to jump into the first step here just because there is a little bit of a time gap needed between this first step and the next video. So I want to make sure that you guys have enough time to complete this step and just kind of let it sit. It's like if anybody's a griller out there, you know, you grill a good steak, you can't throw it down, cut it right away. You got to let it rest for a minute. So that's what we're going to do with these goals. We're going to let them rest. But to do that, we have to get them out of our head. They may have been resting there a really long time. So time to rattle them around, wake them up a little bit. But what I want you to do is get a piece of pen and paper out. Now, it's very important. You can't go type this in your phone. Don't type it in your computer. God forbid you have a typewriter. I can't even think of what they were called there for a second, but it's pen and paper. And what that does is that creates a message to your subconscious, and it also allows your logical left brain to be occupied with the task while at the same time allowing your right brain to fully unleash the ideas and unleash the creativity. So it's very important. This is backed by science, and you do want to write it down. Pen and paper, again, can't emphasize that enough. So having said that, I want you to just go through and write everything you can think of, all your dreams down, and I mean all of them, everything you can think of, good, bad, indifferent. Even if you're not sure, write it down because we're going to go through and we're going to clarify each one of those goals in the next video. But for now, all I want you to do is write down everything you ever want to be, do, or have, whether that's a new house, a new car, an airplane, a submarine, an African safari, whatever it is for you, not anybody else, but for you. Get it out of your head, get it on paper, and then I want you to just put it away. Once it's done, put it away. I want you to have at least 24 to 48 hours before you watch the next video. So if videos come out on Friday, I want you to try to have this done at least by Wednesday. So get that done, have it done by Wednesday. That's your homework. That's the first step. If you can do this, then you're going to be well on your way towards setting and achieving goals. So guys, I hope that's helpful. Come back next Friday. We're going to get into actually nitty gritty of how to clarify and filter every single goal that you have set to make sure it's a goal that you should be achieving, because we don't want to achieve the wrong goals. We want to achieve the right goals for the right reasons at the right time. And that's what the next 4 steps on the next video are going to do for you. But you got to come back next week. So I'll see you then, guys. Thanks for your time. I love you guys. Stay motivated, stay strong. Don't forget to like and subscribe.